Hey, welcome back. I'm Troy, and this is Fig and Fruit Nursery and Orchard. And today we are going to do a soilless air layer experiment. I found some video of this, and I just wanted to see if it worked. I don't know, but let's just go on and get into it, and we'll find out. So what we're going to do is we are going to go under these nodes. I'm going to do one here, and one here. I'm going to go ahead and girdle them. I'm going to put some hormone on it. I'm going to use Clone X hormone. And then I'm going to put some saran wrap around the girdle and then cover it up with some aluminum foil. We're going to do 3 of them here, like I said. And then after we get it done, we will come back and revisit this in a little bit. And this is going to be kind of a time-lapse video. So let's go to cutting. Let's start. I wanted to have 2 on this one up here because I wanted to see if there was a difference in how it responded. Now you're going to have to be real careful because this wood is hardened off, but I wouldn't call it hardwood. So I'm trying not to cut very deep. Like this is a brand new razor. I'm just barely touching it. And you'll also notice that I done the bottom cut first, but it didn't work the way I wanted it to because it didn't bleed like I wanted it to on the bottom. Where I done this bottom one first, I probably should have started down here, but it's okay. You want to peel this off here. You're going to be real careful and not break it. You definitely want to wear gloves. Let's kind of spin it around here. This is a little difficult because it wants to break. Very fragile. I just had this tree. This tree is a parrot jaw ramada revert. I rooted it last year from a tip, and then my tree lost its stripes. So here it is. I have a non-ramada parrot jaw ramada. So it's a parrot jaw ramada revert. And who really wants that? I don't know. But I thought, well, why not pot it up here and let's do some experimenting with it. Let's do another one here. Let's cut the next one. I want to go ahead and cut them. You don't want to push on this very hard, I'm going to tell you. You just kind of want to touch it. This thing is sharp, sharp. You don't want to cut it all the way through. You just want to get that first layer cut. It's a little bit, I think it feels like it's a little tricky, but tell you what, as sticky as that sap is on that, a person make glue out of it. I generally try to cut a downward run or 2 of it. And then just kind of be real careful peeling that off there. Definitely want to be real careful. So you got to pay attention because sometimes as easy as I'm trying to cut this and not cut it through both layers. So you got to watch. It's okay to have to come back and do a little recut. Maybe if we need to do it like that even. Yeah, there's a second one. I'm okay with that. That looks good. I don't know if I'm just going to kind of scrape it a little bit. I think I'm pretty much getting that cambium off of there. Looks like it. We're not going to take no chances and mess that up. We're just going to leave it like that. So let's get one more in here. We'll come on down here. About right there. Cut a straight line on this side. Cut another straight line on that side there. And let's peel it off. It is kind of tedious to me, it seems like. It's a little bit. And you got to be careful. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. I'm going to get kind of a close-up to what those look like. All right, so let's get some rooting hormone on there. Using Clonex. Not sponsored by them or advertising for them or nothing like that. This is just what I use. See, to me, you want to put it from there up to around this here, down to the cutting. Same way, from here down to here. Definitely want to cover that where you cut that top cut, and then up to the bud, because as you know, you can see these little nodes around here, these little bumps you'll see on your cuttings. That's where your roots come out at. So I'm going to assume that this is still going to work the same way. Which you can get cuttings that come out at the bottom, roots that come out at the bottom of that too. All right. Now let's get us some saran wrap and put around them, just to try to help hold some moisture in there, kind of like that. Ain't got to be nothing fancy, just kind of like where the cut is, kind of. just kind of help hold the moisture in there. Maybe ought to be up on this area too, though. So we'll put just a little more up here. It won't hurt to put a little extra on there. As you can see, I'm just barely draping it around there, because you're going to have Reynolds wrap on here too. Now, they make some like Saran wrap crafting tape that would probably work just fine for this if you had that. I don't have any. This is what I got. So, and if you've watched my channel long enough, you already know that I'm kind of I will just a lot of times use what I got. Try to do this on one piece. Yeah. Kind of wrap it around like that. I don't know that it has to be perfect, but. Alright, now let's get some aluminum foil on it. We can kind of cover some of this up. We'll just start up here. Just kind of cover it all up down through here, only leaving our buds that are growing exposed. I think that'd be sufficient. I don't feel like I need to do anything else. I'm satisfied with that. I'm going to stand up and have a little look-see. I'm going to say you probably want to try to get it tight. Push them down on there good. You know, typically when things root, they like that pressure. So I'm going to say crinkle get it fairly tight. All right. There it is. So we'll revisit this here in a few weeks. I'll probably give it 2 weeks and I'll check on it and then we'll see. Today is November 15th, or December 15th. So we'll wait and see how long it takes before we see something. Yeah, today is January 12th. And today we're going to have a look at our soilless air layer experiment. Not all good news, not all bad news. As you can see, the top half of it didn't take the girdling, it died. So, and as you can see, it just kind of come apart on me there. But that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and take it off. So you learn real quick that you can't, when it's got like that, it needs to be a lot harder, because as you can see, the rest of this seems to have done okay. It hasn't died. So let's expose this and see if we got any roots under here. Well, now, the power just went out. That's kind of strange. Well, that's all right. We're going to continue to shoot this video. But looky here. So I'm going to pull this Saran wrap off here nice and easy. But we definitely have got roots on here. Oh, yeah. Very
Very interesting. This is the first time I'd ever done this, so I wanted to see just what would happen. And as we can clearly see here, let me get my camera up here. How dark is it in here? It's not too bad. We'll just go right on with what we're doing. So let's get down here where we can really see this with the camera. It started growing some root up there at the top, but as you can see, I don't know if you can, I'm trying to get it where we can really see it here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we definitely trying to get it to focus. There. Now you can see them. So there's quite a bit of root growth there. I believe a person could go ahead. I kind of worry that there's a little bit of rot going on back here. And I didn't spray that with nothing at all. No water. I just put some rooting hormone on it. So we need to do another one of these without rooting hormone. So I think I'm going to go ahead, cut this one off, and do it again on the bottom of this right here. Do one here. Since we're getting another start there, let's go ahead and we'll do another one here. And then we'll take these off, pot them up, and do another one here. And this time we're going to use let's use a different type of rooting hormone on this. Let's try the Hormidin 2 on it and see if we still have this rot issue. Because that's the one thing that's, really concerns me about this. I didn't put no moisture at all underneath there. So, all right, let me set the camera down here and we'll cut this off. Maybe I just put it up a couple here, like so. There we go. So, what I do is we're just going to cut this off, and I'll get a little pot. I'll get some I got some 4x5s. I'm going to pot these up in. Yeah, look at that. These may not live. I don't know if you can even see it. Let me get up here and look. Yeah. I got some concern about that rot right there. I don't know if it'll survive. If putting this in a pot, it will survive it. But we'll find out. Let's see what the other one looks like. That's not very good. We need to go ahead and just whack that off. See, but it was good down in there. But that part there was bad. Let's cut this off here. Looks good on down. But you definitely got some rot going on there. Get up here where you can really see this one. This one got some rot going on there. With no water. But look at the root growth on that. So I want to see if using Hormidin, being it's a dry, powdery substance, if that will help prevent some of that. All right. There's those two. All right. Here we go again on the air layer. Soilless air layer. All right, so I took my little pieces and I potted them up. Now, also done something else. I took a Nature's Best lemonade. I just cut it there so I could make it smaller. It's got a cap for it. I really feel like that you need to leave the leaf on here so they can grow more root. And you're going to kind of probably want to put these in a humidity dome. So this is my generic humidity dome for a 4x4x5 pot. And this is Pro Mix that's in here, and it does have gnat larvicide in it. Very important. When you hydrate your soil for any kind of cuttings or any kind of rooting, I am going to just keep saying this. You need a fungus gnat larvicide. I use Natro WDG, or you can use Summit Mosquito Bites. Here we go. Now, next item of business. Let me get my gloves on here because we're going to be messing with some sap. Don't want it on my hands. So we're going to peel this again and start another one of these. And I feel like it's plenty thick enough. We're just going to do this a little different than what we done last time. We are going to, instead of using Clonex and wrapping Saran wrap around it before the aluminum foil, we're just going to cut this, put Hormidin 2 on it, and put the aluminum foil around it. Nothing else. I couldn't believe we had some rotty spots. Being very careful with this. This can be a little bit hard to get started. You also got to be real careful with it. It's not to overcut it. There it comes. I didn't probably cut it enough. There we go. Now she's coming off of there. That's what I done. I didn't do. I was too cautious. I didn't cut it deep enough the first round. But there we go. I like to go ahead and I like to scrape a little bit around the edges, just like that. Kind of help get some of that other off of there. All right. Now, Hormidin 2. All right, that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to put no Saran wrap around it or nothing. I'm only going to cover it with aluminum foil. That's it. Nothing else. And we'll give it a couple weeks. And we'll come back and see what this has done versus our other ones. Nothing I like better than experiments. But that ought to show you just how easy these things can rot, because it rotted with just some Saran wrap and the moisture from the air. So, all right, there's that one. And in the meantime, this other bud will probably come on and grow out. So we'll try to, hopefully this will survive and we'll get another layer off of it. I'll do an update video when the time comes. So, soilless air layer. Let's see how this one goes. Thanks for watching.